All right, guys, so now we're going to take what we know with an area model and we're going to apply it to a strategy called partial products. And so partial products is just kind of a bridge to kind of get us to that standard algorithm. That's the normal, typical, most used way to do multi-digit multiplication. So in our area model, 324 times 5, we're going to take our first digit or our first factor just like we did previously, and we're going to expand it. So 300 plus 20 plus 4 times 5, and 5 cannot be expanded, or it could be, we just don't need to. Again, separate where you see plus signs, and this time we're not really going to like solve the strategy. We're just going to more look at how we can use it to use partial products. So just like we would do normally, we're going to distribute 5 times, 5 times, and 5 times, and then bring down the other part of the factors, 300, 20, and 4. This is for us to train our brains to get into the habit and get into the groove of applying each factor or each part of a factor to the other. So just the distributive property is a hard thing to learn, but with this visual, it makes it a little bit easier. So again, we're not going to solve it. We're going to come over to the partial products part of it now and set it up as 324 times 5. And with this strategy, we're going to start with the most simple equation that we have. So 5 times 4. So we're going to do 5 times 4 this way. So over on the side, we're going to put 5 times 4. And in our answer spot, we're going to put 20 because 5 times 4 is 20. Next, we're going to take that 5 and we are going to multiply it by 2, just like we did over here, understanding that that's not just a 2, it's really a 20. So now we have 5 times 20. I have 1 0, and 5 times 2 is 10. So 100 is 5 times 20. And then finally, we are going to do 5 times 3, understanding that it's not really just a 3, it's 300. So over on the side, we would write 5 times 300, 2 zeros, and 5 times 3 is 15. Again, this is just a bridge to kind of get us to that standard algorithm that we need to learn. So your final step is to add up your partial products. So in the ones place we have 0, in the tens place we have 2, in the hundreds place we have 6, and in the thousands place we have 1. So 1,620 would be our final product. So just using this strategy in itself, if we were to do 256 times 4, we would start off with 4 times 6. Now this is just to get us kind of used to the pattern that the standard algorithm is going to have us do. So our first step is 4 times 6. So we go from the ones place to the ones place, and 4 times 6 is 24. You want to make sure that this is kind of lined up together. Next, you're going to use 4 times 5 or 4 times 50 because it's in the tens place. And 4 times 50, that's 1 0. 4 times 5 is 20. And finally, we're going to do 4 times 2, understanding that that's really 4 times 200. So we have 2 zeros, and 4 times 2 is 8. Finally, we add it all up. 4 plus nothing is 4, 2 plus nothing is 2, and 2 plus 8 is 10. So 1,200 or 1,024 would be our final product.